Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone from our wireless income office from Maldives. I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear my voice. If you can, I want you to type a little note underneath that yes, everything is okay. So we will be getting ready. We'll get started. So I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds for your confirmation, and let's get going. I know that there are links on Facebook. There are links on Facebook group. There's link on Facebook Mastermind group as well where we are, and you can just basically click on that and join us. That's the fastest way. So today we have a really exciting day. There will be amazing things. We'll be covering 3 different things, and I've brought here 3 glasses because I will explain a certain powerful concept that once you understand that, you will never be looking for an opportunity that is greener and constantly switching from a business to a business, because there is a method behind creating wealth. There is a method behind making things happen. So I just want to welcome again everyone, because I can see lots of people are joining us here. We have people from Europe. Good afternoon to you. We have friends who are joining us here from all across Asia, from different parts of the world as well. So big welcome to you. We have friends from Singapore, friends from Malaysia as well. And also some of our friends are sacrificing a little bit of their sleeps as they sleep because they are based in different parts of Australia. So I just want to give you a quick welcome as well. And today we'll cover really exciting things. We have a special guest speaker who will join us as well. And the whole purpose behind Wireless Income Academy is to be able to create an income that allows you to work from anywhere, to earn from anywhere. Because regardless what your focus, regardless if you want to do what we've done, travel around the world and meet incredible people and connect with amazing people around the world, taste the local food, or create an adventure, or maybe you want to just work from home, maybe you just want to be with your kids, or maybe you want to find a vehicle that will allow you to contribute, to make a difference, because we have people like that who are using internet marketing as a powerful vehicle to leverage their skills, reach out to many people, and at the same time build a profitable business. As you know, my passion has always been seeing personal breakthroughs, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. There are 3 different aspects of that, and I will cover that. And Tony Robbins teaches about breakthrough. I had a chance to see him around 2 weeks ago in Singapore, but he teaches that breakthrough consists of 3 elements as well. And the 3 I'll be using in different aspects. But the breakthrough, I will start from the very bottom. Number 3 is a strategy where lots of people switch and focus on the strategy very strongly, believing that the strategy will give them breakthrough. It is partly true. This is only 1/3 of the answer. Second part is actually your why. It's actually your why, and this is a story. So you have to have the right story in place in order to do what is necessary to take the massive action. And the first thing is state. You have to be in a certain state. You have to be a certain emotional state that will give you certainty that what you're doing will produce results and will make a difference, and you will be able to produce and manifest the results. We have amazing content prepared, but first of all, let me just put down the glasses here, and I want to demonstrate you something simple but very powerful. I hope you can see those glasses. No, you can't. Okay, we have 3 different glasses. Okay, here you go. So what are we doing with those glasses? I just want to show you. Imagine that this one is your time, right? This one is money. And let's take a bottle of water, because this is such a powerful lesson in internet marketing. I have coached hundreds and hundreds of people, and I want to tell you that lots of people are really good at putting time, and they do put lots of time, but suddenly they look into the 3rd glass and they ask the question, where's my money? Right? So you put lots of time, and you actually put, I know people who put like 10, 12 hours a day, and I have to say, we've done it in the past as well. But the question is, where is the money? Or maybe there is just a little bit of money inside the 3rd glass. But what is the middle glass? What is the middle glass? Here, it doesn't matter how many hours you put, but what matters for the money to have the output being created is the value that you create. Because if you put 10 hours and you create 2 drops of water here, you will have very little money coming out. Because at the end of the day, the market will reward you for the value that you create. And today we'll focus on strategy. So I'm going to focus on state, I'm going to focus on stories, and you will hear some powerful stories that will allow you to have a breakthrough as well. And you will identify your personal breakthrough story as well that already exists in your life, in your business, that you have done it. And the third thing is the strategy that will translate into creating income. So we'll be coming back to the number 3 again and again and again, but I just want to connect with you, and I just want to focus on the powerful reason why. There is a reason why you're here, why you join us during this mastermind. And right now I want you to pull out a pen and something to write on. I would like you to switch off all the distractions. I made on purpose this mastermind to be 1 hour long. I don't want to make it too long, but I want to make sure that you get value out of what we're doing here. So please switch off distractions and focus on creating, on doing the exercise. Because I want to invite you to do something. I want to invite you to create a story from your life. This story, you can go back and you can reconnect with something that has already existed in your life, that you have experienced. And this is a story of a breakthrough. Something happened in your life when suddenly the impossible became possible. Why do I talk about that? Today you will see, during our mastermind, how important it is. Today you will see that if you don't have the right foundation in place, I can be giving you strategies, you will try them for 2-3 days, and it's not gonna work. So I want to give you something special, right? Let's dive into that. I hope you are in a peak state. I hope you connect and you sense, you have the energy and you believe and you have that certainty in your body. And right now, from that place, find a story. Remember a story. Go back in your life and remember a story when impossible became possible. I don't know what it was in your case. If it was about finding your wife or your husband that previously you didn't think it was possible. I don't know if that was about getting your job that you always dreamt about, or starting a business. I don't know if there was getting something that was a dream of yours. I remember a time when in London, I went to visit my friend in a place called Canary Wharf. And I didn't know that this part existed in London. And I had an opportunity to actually see such a different part of London. When I walked around there, I made a decision that I will be living there. And that year was an amazing year because several things happened when impossible became possible. First thing was actually I graduated in London, what was quite a stretch for me, I have to say. Initially, when I came to London, having a really broken English and learning from the beginning, there was quite a stretch to be able to graduate. So there was like one big breakthrough. Second one, I led a team of 5 more people, and we crossed the English Channel with one from England to France. This took 13 hours, 15 minutes. And that was a moment when impossible became possible. And the third thing, actually, this little dream, I had that desire to live in Canary Wharf. I saw this place, I loved that, and I really wanted to be in that place. And the impossible became possible. But there is a sequence of steps. There are certain things that are necessary. So I hope you're writing things down, and that you will focus on areas when impossible became possible, because you need that in order to make it happen. And there's no better way to demonstrate that than invite our friend. I hope you can hear us. Sean, yep, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, fantastic. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you, Marcin?
I'm great. Great to hear your voice.
Yeah, nice to see you soon.
You are in Singapore, right?
Yes, I am in Singapore, yes.
As you heard us, we are just discussing when impossible becomes possible. I would like to, kind of without spilling the beans, I would like to invite you to share maybe a little bit of your story, because you have an amazing, powerful story. That's the second element of a breakthrough. Because you are originally from Philippines, right?
Yes, I am from the Philippines. Oh, by the way, Martin, how many are we in here?
We have visitors and viewers joining us from different parts of the world, but I invited you especially here, and I would like to have a conversation with you about different strategies that we'll be diving in and discussing things. And especially, I want to bring you encouraging and powerful story and of your amazing victories that you have had in the last weeks.
Right.
Would you like to share your story?
Yeah, sure, Martin. I'm originally from the Philippines. Oh, by the way, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone that's watching this hangout. Not sure, well, everyone, basically.
We
Yes,
have friends from all over the world, so
all over the world. Hello,
greeted them perfectly. Yeah.
yeah. I'm from the Philippines. I'm working in Singapore. I've been here for 7 years. Prior to that, I've also worked in the Middle East for roughly half a year or so.
Okay.
And yeah, few years back, we had a very unfortunate happening in our family. My mom got stroke, and you know how sad that be. And then all those financial, aspects, medication, everything. She's admitted to the in the ICU for 3 months. So to make it short, I needed to travel to the Philippines like every 3 months for 2 years. So you could imagine how tough was that financially, physically, mentally, everything. So I'm swamped actually. I'm swamped with payables, credit cards all maxed out. I've lent money from friends, and until one day I just could not sustain anymore, because my only source is my fixed salary, because I have a day job, and in Singapore you cannot have more than one job. You cannot do some part-time or anything. So I just thought of thinking of another way how to earn extra money, and I thought of trying my luck online. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster as well when I was starting, because I just was very uncertain where I'm going. So, all those shiny objects, buy here, buy there, and then listening to stories of our internet gurus, and nothing was happening until one day I stumbled upon Bill and Michelle Pescosa-Lido's website. And then it led me to a webinar, it led me to the website, and then I just trusted my gut. I just felt like, okay, maybe this one will help me. Anyway, I told myself there's a 30-day money back guarantee, so if it's not gonna work, I could just, get my money back. And the rest was history. My coach was awesome.
We have the same coach, Joe, incredible guy.
Yes, exactly. So I think he really contributed a big part of it, because you know how Joe, works, right? Very powerful, and he has lots of good advices, good ideas, good tips. So there you go. Yeah.
And I want to ask you, just to summarize, because you started around 3 weeks ago, right?
With Mob, yes.
Yeah,
I signed up as April 26th.
Okay. And since the day you started, how many sales have you made so far?
I have 20 MTTB sales and 3 MLRs.
You have 3 already?
3, yes. The last time we spoke, it was 2.
Yeah, it was 2. When did it happen? You woke up to 1 this morning?
Yesterday when I was in the office, because I always check my stats.
I can imagine that. You clearly have a reason behind that. And so just to clarify for people who are listening and they are just not aware of that, so MTTB says $44.10, so you have 20 of them, plus you have 3 MLRs that are $1,000 each. And just to break it down, you've done it part-time after your work. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. I call it a second shift.
Second shift. When does your shift start? When does it end?
I roughly start around 9 p.m., 9:30, or sometimes 10, just
Okay,
right.
as late as 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, okay? And when do you finish?
Um, when I get too tired, around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then I need to wake up at 6:30 for my day job, for my first shift. Yeah.
Okay, so you basically sleep 4 hours. You work full time. You do internet marketing from 9 p.m., 9 to 10 p.m. till 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, and then you work for the full day. Then you come back and you do it over and over and over. And throughout, through the period of 3 weeks, you got 20 MTTBs and 3 MLRs, $3,000 days.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing, absolutely incredible. And here I like to dive because obviously we have results, and I want to dive into the story because I want to ask you, why do you do that? Why did you believe that it's possible to make it happen, and why do you put so much effort? Because this is a big challenge for lots of people. People play with something for an hour or two, and they give up. What happened for you?
Well, because let's just say my drive is there, my determination. My goal is actually to go back to the Philippines the soonest. Okay. Yeah, that's my ultimate goal, that I can quit my job here in Singapore and then go back to the Philippines, be with my family, yet still able to support them financially.
So
because
go on.
Yeah, because I could always, I could always go back if I want, but the problem is if I don't have a stable income, then I won't be able to support everyone's what do you call this, finances back home, like my mom's medication, the education of my nephews, and all those stuff. So my goal is to go back and stay there for good, yet still able to finance everything and have the financial freedom.
Incredible. And do you mind me asking how many people are you supporting?
Oh, how many? Let's just say one whole family.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm trying to imagine how it is.
I'm single, by the way. I'm single, but I have 2 nephews, 1 niece, and yeah, a private nurse of my mom and a caregiver. So you could just imagine those.
Sure. You are absolutely amazing inspiration. I'm sure there are people listening to you right now from different parts of the world that are feeling the thrill. And there are people probably on the call right now here who are not able to provide for themselves. But that might be an amazing jolt of energy and emotions that is going through their body, that right now they might be making a decision to step up and to do something that they haven't done before.
Yes, understand. And if I can just share my experience, oh my God, I really do not have the budget. I did not have the budget. For the MTTB, it was okay. It's just $49, But when I realized that I really need the MLR, because I want to earn something, because I mean more. If you want to earn more, then you really have to step up, right?
Yep.
I did not have the full amount. I wanted to, but I did not have the entire amount. Good thing, Joe, our coach,
right,
explained to me that we can actually pay it in installment. Yes, installment. So okay, I called my sister. I told her that for the coming month, I told her the budget, because there's a specific budget that I send to them every month. I told her that I'm gonna deduct a part of it because I need to pay something else for a business opportunity. So I said, bear with me, blah, blah, blah. And then my sister said, no worries, go ahead. It's your money anyway. So, because they're not demanding, that's the good thing of my family. They do not demand. So she said, okay, go ahead. It's your money. Good luck. Make the best out of it.
Yeah.
So there, to make it short, I purchased the license on an installment scheme. And guess what? In 3 weeks,
You made $3,000.
I already emailed the thank God, thank you God, really thank God. I already emailed the support team asking them to help me process the full payment of my license because
Nice.
my commission.
Like that.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely incredible, and I just want to thank you very much for sharing. And we have more people joining us as well. We're speaking to Shan. How do I pronounce your name properly? Just so I want to get it right.
My name is Shan. Shan
Okay.
Roz. Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Shan Roz. I'm also on Twitter. And
I've got you. I was thinking how to pronounce it properly. Yeah, thank you very much. And yes, please do connect with Shan, and please give your details as well, so people will connect with you.
Yeah, sure. You can find me on Facebook. It's Shan Roz. It's SHAN and Roz ROZ. And you can find me on Twitter with the same handle. And yeah, you can always connect me anytime because I barely sleep.
That's incredible. So I just want to say, okay, so there's a certain state that you were in, that you made a decision, and you had reasons to win, because as you mentioned, you want to go back to Philippines, and you have so many people that you provide for. I've counted like 5 or 6 from what you mentioned, but I'm not sure if I counted everyone here. But you have amazing, powerful reasons why, right? So this is the story. Let's move to strategy, because lots of people who are watching, they started already the business, and they're asking the question, how did you do it? How did you do it part-time after work, starting at 9 p.m. and finishing at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and within 3 weeks, you brought 20 sales? So what's the how here?
A mixture of everything. I know it's not ideal because we have always been advised by those people who've been in this industry for quite some time that it's best if because there's a lot of marketing strategies out there, right?
Yeah.
You have to choose one strategy that you think would fit you best, that you think you could do best among all of those, and then you have to just put on all your energy, master it, and do it. But in my case, because I was just starting Marchin, I didn't know what to do. Really, I was kind of lost even when I started. Although the system is there, everything is there. Bill and Michelle, very supportive. The coach, very awesome. But I thought of convincing myself that I have to do whatever I can because as you've mentioned, I'm not working on full time. So I said, because I just have a couple of hours after work, then I have to just do whatever I can. So that's why what I did, it's a mixture of everything. I do Facebook marketing, I do Twitter marketing, I do Instagram marketing. I have tried solo ads.
Okay.
Solo ads, and then the SEM. Search engine marketing as well.
Yep.
So basically, a little bit of everything. But eventually I would, because I'm also just testing the water, which is more, effective. I will decide definitely which marketing method that I'll be using. But if you'd ask me how did I do that, all those I've tried, and a lot of perseverance and determination, hard work, because it's not like a magic button that everything would generate. So and the faith, because I believe in the product. So when I do my marketing, I believe in the product. So I guess it's adding up the swag in me, the confidence. That's why.
I had exactly the same experience because I have seen so many systems previously, and obviously all those amazing promises. But when I had the experience of working with Joe and seeing the quality of support and service, and the level that he represents, because I asked him some really tough and direct questions. We have marketed for a while, But Joe is such a competent guy, and I've noticed that, and I know that if I show that experience to other people who are looking from a side, they should basically go through that experience of working directly with a coach, because that seems to be such a big pain for lots of people in the industry, that they start on their own, they keep bouncing of different website gurus, pointing them in different directions, and that's such a confusing place where instead of taking action in one specific direction, they end up every single day learning some new things. And I've seen people that after 1 year, they've done nothing else but they've been learning, nothing else.
Sure. And it's really deceiving, you know, when you are really hungry of learning things, and then you get to see a lot of theories, stories,
Right.
in every link that you click, then chances are you would really be attracted to it, and then you end up pulling off your credit card, buy there and buy here, and you get overwhelmed. It's like information overload, and then at the bottom line, you have done nothing really, unfortunately.
Right. Lots of people for sure can relate to that. I like to actually dive a little bit more like what we do during our masterminds and shows. I like to have bullet points as well. Would you mind to walk somebody through, if somebody is exactly in similar situation like you, that works full time and has only a couple of hours every single evening, if you were to describe, like you come back home, let's say 8 o'clock, you start marketing at 9 o'clock, what are some of the activities that you would normally do? Like, if you don't mind like sharing some of the strategies, you will empower some people, you might give somebody a gift, and also a reason to believe. What do you do?
Oh, sorry. Well, what do I do in my marketing or
In
in
your
my?
marketing, right? You come home, let's say 8 or 9, you have some food, and then you sit down at 9 o'clock and you start marketing. What would be some of the steps? Like, if you had to give a couple of bullet points, like what do you focus on that works for you, and what are the activities that you do?
Right, in my marketing, right? When I
Right.
started.
Because right now we want to focus on the strategy, on the third
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So when I start, I hop into
Okay.
Twitter first, because I find Twitter very interesting. It's like, you know, you have to be very creative because it's like 180 characters that you're just able to draft. So you have to be very creative. And I like checking Twitter first because I don't know, I just like it. I feel
Okay.
like the interaction is faster, because when you tweet someone, and then I always get quick replies, and
Mhm.
then after, when I'm on Twitter, I start posting, and then because I have my affiliate links,
Mhm.
right? So I am able to market, to promote the products of Mo. So basically, I start tweeting to people, sending direct messages with my affiliate links, and then I start tweeting, like, you know, some interesting stuff that would catch their attention, because for sure the people on Twitter follows a lot of marketers too. So I try my best to be what do you call this, different from the rest of the people who tweet. So I what I do, I try not to sound like one of those spammer, like,
Mhm.
you know, just
Right.
tweet a link and then link. I try to talk to people.
Mhm.
um yes, and then I like Twitter because sometimes Facebook doesn't accept links, like, you know, when they're very strict. That's why I could say I love Twitter the most. But yeah, okay, so back to my strategy. So tweeting, and then after, then I start doing Facebook. They're very strict with the um, adverts, right?
Yeah.
So what I do,
Do you do PPC or you do free advertising?
PPC. I
You do.
do
Yeah.
PPC, yeah.
Cool.
And then I actually joined some groups on Facebook, because there's thousands of groups on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I lurk around the groups, and then when I see people posting, like, you know, asking some tips on internet marketing, rather than posting on the wall, I talk to them. I talk to
Mhm.
them like a real person. You know,
Yeah.
I ask what do they need, what they want to know, And then I start building rapport with them. I talk to them. I share my experience, and then the rest is history. If they're really interested, then I send my affiliate link, or if I send the video and then let them see it. I don't really force them to do so, but I ask them if they want. And then after that, I do Instagram, and then until now, I watch a lot of webinars actually, because I believe.
So you do education, quite a lot of education.
Yes, yes. I watch videos, I read articles, because I'm actually a newbie, Martin. Very new in this industry. I don't know a
Just
lot. I'm not.
listening to you, and I'm seeing how you are finding your feet throughout that, so many things throughout the forest of all the advices and stuff. But the beautiful thing is that you are swinging and you are scoring. That's what counts. And
Yeah.
that builds your belief. And right now, when you add up a little bit more clarity, and when you add up also measuring and testing, you will know exactly which sources are working. You will kill the bottom ones, and you will increase the top ones. You will do incredibly, incredibly well. You already done amazing.
Thank you, thank you. And I'm really trying my best to continue what I've been doing, because as I've mentioned, I am just a newbie. I definitely do not know everything. I am not a guru either, but it's like you don't need to be a guru to excel in this industry.
Absolutely, yeah. That's so many people actually who dive into that business. They think they have to have all the answers and they have to start moving. But what I like about you, and I hope everyone who is watching us here is noticing exactly the same, that what you're doing, you take a little bit of education and you turn it into massive, massive action. And you are swinging in lots of different directions, seeing what comes back, and things come back. You've got thousands and thousands of dollars coming your way, and that's just the beginning. So I can't wait to watch you once you get a little bit more clarity and you focus on 1-2 strategies later, and you sharpen your saw, and then you move much faster.
And
It'll be
so do you,
amazing.
and so do you. I've seen your sales as well. You're rocking
Thank
the
you.
industry.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I just want to give you a big, big hug and thank you for sharing your story here. I'm sure you have inspired lots of people. And as I mentioned, breakthrough comes in 3 different forms. First of all, we have a state. Second thing, we have a story, and we heard a powerful, powerful story. Story of going back to Philippines. We heard a story of supporting several members of the family, and a reason to stay longer. And then there was a strategy. As you see, strategy in Shao's case was actually not the most important. I mean, she did execute that. She took massive action. She did education, but looking at what you have done, I clearly can say that there's so much room for improvement. But who cares? You get results, and you will be constantly improving, because always when you have a strategy, when you apply what you're doing and things are working well, and then you apply the constant and never-ending improvement, the whole Kaizen concept of improving everything by 5-10% every single day, like even by 1%, that will shift the needle in a powerful, powerful way. So what I want to focus on right now, the rest of the hangout today, just simply because of the nature or that we've done the interview, I will be focusing today. I'm just going to dive right into sharing the screen, and I will share with you a little bit more of the strategies. I gave you already an assignment, and I hope to connect with some of you guys next week. That we're going to create a panel as well. We're going to invite everyone to join us as we did last week. And we'll be discussing through stories, because if you don't have this one right, if you don't manage your state, if you don't have a story, this is the least relevant. You will try for 3-5 days. I have coached hundreds of people, and I've seen it many, many times, that people take care of the strategy for a while, they don't have results, and they move on to something that looks a little bit greener. But you have to have a story. You have to have the reasons why. You have to have your Philippines. You have to have your family members. You have to have certain things, and you have to be clear about that. I hope you got that from the quality of the voice we just had. So let me just dive right into sharing the screen here. And I will share with you some of the things we have prepared here. Okay, I'll just briefly, without boring you, most of you know my story already. I come from Poland. I spent 21 years. At the age of 21, actually, I decided to move to London. I spent 9 years. graduated there, met my beautiful wife, Mari, and then we decided to embark on our wireless income journey. So the journey continues. We moved first in 2009 to Maldives, then we moved to Malaysia. We came back right now to Maldives. We traveled all across Asia. We've been to beautiful Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, Laos, like all over India, different parts of the world. But the cool thing was the beginning when it was, I remember the time, how tough it was to land without having a clear plan, but we had the determination, we had the fire inside us, and we had cash only for 3 months, and we needed to do whatever it takes, right? We needed to do it because that's basically took quite a lot from us as well. We stayed the same way, like similar to what you just described, till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes, in order to make things happen. We met some incredible friends. We made friendship, I believe, for the a lifetime. And that's a little bit of some pictures from Maldives. That's the capital, Malé. That's where we're currently staying here. And it's a beautiful airport. Like, if you haven't been here yet, I strongly recommend, if you love diving, snorkeling, or water sports, that's a cool place. Wow. And even landing in Hulula, the airport here, gives you an amazing experience because it feels like landing into the water. And that's Maldives from a little bit of higher up. There's basically over 1,200 islands. That's the whole country. Last week, we spoken about content strategy. I just want to repeat that because I know some people were working on those strategies. We were working on lead strategies. We focus also on engaging, following up, because this is a really powerful part of it, and monetization strategy, and then traffic as well. But today, I want to dive right into where is the money? Once you started with My Online Business Empire, where is the money? What do we focus on? And there will be 2 different things. Let me just get maybe screen again here. And I'm going to take a pen. I do have a pen. And I'm just going to draw those things. Stop sharing. Cool. Here, because if you understand first things on the top, you have the state, you have a story, you have a strategy. Then we have 2 different funnels, and we look at one funnel. Yes, you can see here. One funnel is actually the events, and that's called IMF. And the second funnel comes from is actually MTTB, and this is an online funnel. Actually, both of them are promoting online, but this one is called MTTB, where video converts, and here. Event convert, so it's a seminar, right? It's a free seminar. Currently, we have events happening in different parts of the world. There's one coming up in London, there's one coming up in Austin, and there's another one coming up in Sydney. The calendar of events is inside your back office, so you can definitely click on that. And I just want to give you some numbers, because if you are a business guy, that helps you to understand and break down a little bit the numbers. At the seminars, the conversion is between 30 to 40%. What it means, if you send 10 people, you are expecting to have 3 or 4 sales. That's, I don't know what businesses you have done in the past, but this is extremely good number, extremely good number. It doesn't take much effort to bring 10 people to events. And by the way, just to clarify with you, Shaun, did you do your sales, which funnel did you use? Did you use MTTB funnel or IMF funnel?
MTTB.
So you've done purely MTTB. You purely focused on the second funnel.
Yes, I tried though IMF. I promoted Houston and Dallas.
Okay.
And Malaysia, but not very lucky with sign-ups.
Okay, you are not very lucky. So today, at the end of that session, I hope you will have a little bit of better strategy, because we made some good money already. And seriously, I mean, in the past, we did events ourselves. We used to set up everything ourselves. And that was like a sequence of activities that we needed to engage with. And here, seeing that just focusing on promoting and knowing that every single thing is taken care of is absolutely beautiful. And I'm seeing upgrades coming through that as well. So the number here is 30–40%. You can figure out right now, working backwards, and we'll be breaking down those numbers as well. What do you need to do for marketing? What do you need to do for marketing? Because for each of the sale that you make, if you have 10 people, each of them signs up at 44. Actually, here they sign up at 120. You get 297. That's the value of a single ticket going for the event, but you are getting $120 commission here. So you can work backwards and figure out what you need to do. If you send 10 people to show up at the event, you walk away with $400. Yeah, $450 basically, 360 to 480. Okay, to be accurate here. Second funnel is MTTB, and that's what Sharon focused and mentioned on. That what she was doing herself, and she brought 20 sales over a period of 3 weeks, working only part-time after the work, coming back and starting her work at 9 o'clock in the evening, finishing at 1, 2 o'clock. So knowing the strategy that we want to focus on, I clearly strongly recommend to engage in activities promoting events. Why? Because events really convert. And if they don't convert, what you do later, you take the leads from the seminar and you send them MTTB, because it's pretty easy sale later. Because people, there's a reason why they registered for the event, even if they didn't show up for the free event. There is a high degree, there is high interest, so it's quite easy later to sell MTTB on the back of that. And let me just share with you, I mean, options are unlimited, obviously, starting with things like Googling around how to promote an event. And I just want to show you, for anyone right now attending, being part of a team, let me just click here. I have put together a list of free advertising places where you can dive in and you can promote for free different events. I think there's close to 80 events all together combined, where you can go and post your ads for free into classified, and you can advertise different events in different parts of the world, and obviously do it specifically to your target market. If you're focusing on if you are focusing on Australia, there are pages that you will be able to identify and kind of post there. If you have London, or if you have US, or if you have Malaysia or Singapore, do it accordingly as well. So that's, in a nutshell, that's the funnel. And what do we do later? Once you have leads, because the most important thing is to have leads. Once you have leads, next thing is, I want you to write it down. Let me just get this one here. Write down this. We heard that before, but it means do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. DWIT, right? Do whatever it takes. What does it mean? Once you have an email address, once you have contact details to a person, you have a couple of different options. There's like, there's the big four, there's the Facebook, there's Skype, there's email, and if you have a phone number, you can call them as well. Do whatever it takes. Initially, bring some sales, as you heard from Sharon. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes in order to bring the sales, in order to convert them into, to create a team, and later work with the team and make things happen. And I'm sure we have some questions coming up here, so let me just refresh the screen. And if you have, guys, any questions, either please post them here on a side comment, or let me just go into the question right away, and I'll be refreshing. So if you have any comments, questions, either please send me them to my Facebook, or ideally under the video that you have here on the live.thewirelessincome.com. So let me just refresh that. Okay, it's still loading. Okay, so we're still waiting for some questions to show up. But basically, I just want to go back to the metaphor of 3 different glasses. First, you use your time. As you've seen, not everyone has the full day to be able to engage with the activities. Sometimes the glass is only a small percentage empty. And you use that time and you turn it into value. As we heard, you don't spam, you engage, you connect, you have a conversation with people, then you turn it this time into value, and value is turned into money. And that's basically how things happen. Let me just refresh, and let's see if we have any questions coming up. Okay, we do have.
Another question, but more
Okay, we have a shout for you. Wow, I like your story. It's so incredible. I need more clarification about the business. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. And I'm just refreshing if you have any more questions here. We'll be diving more into in the next mastermind. I'll be breaking down exactly customer average value of a customer, and I'll be breaking down into the marketing strategy in order to connect and make it happen. Second thing we will be breaking down, most likely next week, we'll be breaking down engagement, because there's a science behind engagement. A little bit like we had the science behind the breakthrough. Breakthrough consists of three different elements, right? We have a state, we have a story, and we have a strategy. So there is a science for engagement. There is a powerful science for engagement. How do we connect? How do we engage in a certain way that produces results? We'll be breaking down also lead generation. I would like to get your feedback, and send me a message on Facebook. I will send you the list of those classified that you can be posting and promoting in different places. How do we do that? It's very straightforward. You basically go to your back office, you take the link, you use some of the copy that has already been written. You don't have to write any copy. Write it there, put a link on the ad, and you promote it in several places and do whatever it takes. Play some cool music in the background. That's what I always do. Right now we started also leveraging. How can we leverage here? You can leverage, you can hire somebody to be posting on your behalf. If you have some money for your marketing, you can engage either in paid advertising, or you can also hire somebody to distribute those links and promote the events throughout internet, basically through some money. I'm waking up every single day, seeing some new links being posted and promoted all around, and that leads and brings leads every single day. And later, what do? We do whatever it takes. So guys, if you have any questions, I'll be around probably on Facebook for the next 15-20 minutes. I'll be very happy to answer any questions. And I want to give you big thanks for being part of that hangout. And I just want to say as well that you inspired many people. We heard already from Vincent here that there are lots of, my wife is actually giving you a big hug as well. She's inspired by your story. And I'm sure there are lots of people on the site who are sitting, listening, and they said, they are coming up with a story. They're coming up with a story that will help them to execute the strategy. I just want to come down to that, because that's how the breakthrough is created. Once you know the science, you can do it. Goal is nothing else but a sequence of steps. So there are certain steps that you follow. Somebody else has done it, you can do it. And what I love about you, we have on our hangout several people who have done previous businesses in the past. And what I like about you is that you dived in for the first time and you started swinging and you got results. You scored lots of points. So it's amazing inspiration, great story, working from 9 p.m. till 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and then waking up at 6 a.m. again to work. Thank you very much for that.
I call it a second shift.
It's a second shift that will soon turn into one and only shift.
I hope so. I hope so. That's my ultimate goal, and I think I'm gonna do it. Of course. Just be
over $4,000, not too bad. And I think with the speed that you have right now, I think you will double that in the next 2-3 weeks. That's what I'm expecting with the amount of.
Wow. But yeah, Martin, thank you for inviting me here, and hello to your wife out there, and thank you for having me here. It's my pleasure to be speaking in this hangout and to share my story to everyone that's listening. As I've mentioned, I am not a guru, but I just want to share with everyone that you do not need to be a guru. You do not need to be someone, what do you call that? To be in the industry for so long to make a result. What I can say is that so long as you have the determination to do it, go for it. And because you are listening to us, watching us right now, there is a purpose behind that. So go take action, and who knows, you might be the next internet superstar next week.
Absolutely. That's what we're waiting for. And I seriously believe also that you are stepping into inspiring many people. I know that you have another call scheduled as well, that you are invited for that. And I know that you will touch lots of people through your story, because it's really, really powerful. There are people who are listening who might have lost hope, who might tried several things, and today something sparked up.
Thank you, and my pleasure, my pleasure. Anything that you need, I do not know everything, but if you need anything, feel free to drop by. Send me a private message on Facebook or tweet me. Again, it's Shan Roz, and then I'll reply as soon as I can, as I barely sleep. So you can always catch me online.
Thank you very much. God bless, and we'll speak at the next week.
Thank you, Martin. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.